Evening, ladies and gremlins. That's interesting. I've just turned on oh, who knows, whatever. Right, randomness tonight. It's one of these Prologue games, which is like a pre-release semi-demo. Don't know. But I've already played the demo of this and I quite liked it, so I thought I'd play the Prologue and see what it's like. It is random as far as games go. Ship Graveyard Simulator. But then again, we've got things like Gas Station Simulator and stuff at the minute, so just one in a long line of interesting, weird simulator games, but I kind of liked the idea, so yeah, what the hell. I have a cat with me this evening. It's a bonus cat. Don't get that with many streamers, do you? As usual, if there are any issues with the audio, please let me know. If I'm too quiet or the game's too loud or whatever. So yeah, Games Incubator. So basically, if it's like the demo, you basically have this shack. Oh, there we go. Prologue features 3 ships. Right, okay, in the demo there was 2. There was this big one, some of which you could dismantle, and there's this little tug type thing. Pretty standardish controls. Oh, there we go. So, first person perspective. So this is the door to our little shack. From what I understand, this is how you're going to be able to get the ships to break down. Not enough money. Yeah, okay. Oh, I've got 0 money, that's why. Don't know what's going to go in there. I imagine that you'll be able to sort of, upgrade this thing, this little place as you get along. Over here, we've got the guy who's going to buy scrap that you retrieve and from these ships, and here's the guy you buy tools from, like a new saw. But in the meantime, right, find and destroy metal scrap. We've got a task on the right hand side. Oh, is it still set wrong? Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Give us a sec. Then, thank you, JK. Oh, that'll be Twitch, that will. Ship. It doesn't have Ship Graveyard Simulator. On Twitch. Twitch doesn't have any knowledge of the game, so I can't change it. Oh well. Right. So we got a truck that we can use to get around, and over here we've got a task. So you basically smash stuff up with your hammer, and it breaks stuff down. And as you now, yeah. Now, okay, hang on. Oh, there we go. Just trying to remember how to get the equipment tree up. Oh, hang on, JK. Let me get back, because no, wrong window. Yeah, there we go. No, not necessarily too small time. I think it's probably just because Twitch doesn't know about the game yet. This is only a prologue, after all. So once you smash things up, you get these little blocks, which are your scrap, and you can only carry around a finite amount of that stuff. Who's this dude. Not implemented in Prologue. Okay. Right, so now we've got some materials, we can sell them in the market, which apparently is the next task. Apart from collecting the things, which we've done. So over to this dude. And we say... Yep, there we go. Sell for $32. There we go. Bargain, we now have money. Buy hacksaw in tool shop. And we can upgrade the tool shop so that the tool shop can sell us better stuff. Lockpicks, they were in the demo. So there we go. So we've got the saw. Yeah, so there's other tools we can get which we'll need to break down tougher things. Right, okay, let's go with that. Spend point in the skill tree. I didn't really get the hang of this last time. I think it's basically you're just going to be, you've got different tools and you're basically just going to be spending it on different things depending on what your sort of preferences are, really. There we go. So spent a couple of points. Order a ship. Oh yes, now because we've got like $2 spare, we can book the ship. So there we go. We click on the ship. And it tells us what sort of materials we'd like to get out of it. So book that. Done. And we'll have to wait until day 2 because it's halfway through day 1 as it is. Let's have a little tazz around on here. Now, interestingly enough, in fact, let's not do that. Let's just get out. Because there's all sorts of scrap just lying around. I noticed that in the demo, that if you sort of just have a wander around, you can find all sorts of scrap around here. And not everything is smashable either. You know, there's large amounts of clearly, you know, scrap bits of ship like this, which you can't break down. And I guess if that was the case, you wouldn't bother with the ships, you'd just break down absolutely everything. Yeah, and there'd be no flipping, you know, landscape left because you'd have just demolished everything. I mean, once it's got a full release, I don't know how many hours play this is going to give us. I mean, according to the developers who I was on their Discord earlier when I said I was going to stream this evening, I haven't actually told them what my channel is, so I think I'm not pushing me luck with that. They said the prologue would be about an hour and a half. So we can grab all this stuff and then flog it. I don't know in the full game whether there's going to be scope for crafting or building your own stuff with it. I imagine there probably will be some sort of options like that. Maybe I'll ask them in the Discord channel after I've played this evening. So there's actually like other people living in this little shanty town. And I think again the idea is there'll be more to do. You can interact with them and can't smash everything by the looks of things. I mean, I dare say that, you know, there's going to be sort of interactions and jobs and things. I really don't know. In the meantime, let's just flog this little amount of scrap that I've just collected. Might as well make a few pennies. There we go. More monies. Because we've got to wait around for the ship anyway, so might as well spend the time doing something useful. I mean, you know, it is a bit of an odd kind of concept for a game, but then there's all sorts of these simulator games. I did download the Prologue to that gas station simulator. Oh, I need to buy lockpicks, but because I've just made some money with this, I should be able to buy the lockpicks. Because there's all sorts of boxes and things which you can unlock. I think most of them it's like finding some of the more rare materials, because obviously you've got your bog standard copper and iron and so on, but from the demo there was sort of more interesting materials which are obviously, because they're rarer, you know, worth more. So let's buy the lockpicks. It wasn't particularly hard to do, but looking at that, it's very similar to your Skyrim lockpick. And then once you've bought the actual lockpick set, then you can buy extra lockpicks for $10 by the looks of things, as you can buy spare blades for your saw. Shop upgrade costs $650, and obviously they're able to sell you more interesting stuff, like, you know, power tools and so on, instead of like just a hacksaw. So it says wait for, oh I see, yeah, it says wait for the ship, so you actually sleep. Yeah, you'll wake at 8 the next day. All items left on the ground will disappear. New items will appear on the beach. Okay. So there's your ship you've ordered coming in. And that is literally how they do it in Bangladesh, which is, I suppose, what inspired this maybe. Oh, and someone parks your car for you. Is they literally just ground the ships by running it up onto the beach. It's quite frightening when you see some of the big ships doing it. So collect enough materials to build a workshop. Workshop for me, or an upgrade to the... Oh, okay, so this could be different to the demo. So, why are we tazzing around in the car, you may ask? Well, it's because we've got a finite amount of inventory space in here, which I seem to have actually left full because I didn't get rid of all the stuff I had on me. So, we can shift stuff into the trunk of the truck, and then we can use that to shuttle back and forth to sell it and so on. So, what we got here? Crate. So, wasn't the wood items? And in fact, that's not actually giving me anything I can pick up, so I have to assume that maybe the point of breaking up the crates is just to clear them out of the way. So I'm just going to work around the deck and just smash up everything I can find, really. If you have the time, there are documentaries on the shipbreakers of Bangladesh, and it's well worth watching because it's a frightening trade. It really is one of the most dangerous things you can do in the world, and these poor buggers who do the job, I mean, you know, they work in absolutely inhuman conditions for not very much, to be frank. I think I'm going to probably make a lot more money than they're going to make in real life. And it tells you what you're going to get out of it when you start battering. So it tells you what resources you're going to extract. Now here we go. Oh no, that one wasn't locked. Okay. I wonder if they could make it so you automatically, you know, harvest the resources rather than just letting them drop on the floor. Because that's, think about that, that's a little bit annoying having to sort of focus on the damn thing and pick it up. It's like in 7 days you just automatically harvest everything you get. So that's a thought. Yeah, so no resources from crates, it's just getting them out of the way, bollocks. Oh, right, we need a higher tier tool. Right, can we use the saw on this? Unlock ability. Unlock ability? What? What ability? Okay, it's not very clear what ability you need to... Unless it's not the... Oh, hang on, no. We need the heavier hammer. That's why. That's why. Okay, so back to the hammer. Right, here we go. Move mouse to rotate the pick and then space to rotate the lock. There you go. That's the sound of my controller picking up vibration. Oh, come on. There we go. Woo. Ah. Oh, no more space in inventory, so we'll go back to the truck and shift everything into the truck, apart from what we can't fit because we've not got enough inventory space in the truck. Okay, let's keep going with the things we can break down. By the way, JK, how's my audio, by the way? It's, how's the smashy sounds compared with me? We've lost JK. Yeah, of course, you're looking at it and it doesn't say there's anything there, so there isn't any resources to be gained from pallets. What if it'll tell me that I've gathered enough resources to build a workshop? I could just increase the volume of me. So let's just pick up this stuff first. Right, over to obs. Oh no, I'm full volume anyway. So let's try turn up the gain on me. May or may not help. It doesn't look as if it's helping. Oh well, you just have to live with me being this quiet. Let's keep on with the smashy, shall we? That's it. We've run out of space again, so... Jesus, okay. Right, we've really run out of space. So, into the truck. You can handbrake turn in the truck. I'm not sure why you'd need to handbrake turn in the truck. I mean, I'm all for vehicle physics, but it's like, do you need to be able to make a handbrake turn in this thing when all you're going to be doing is driving it to and from your work sites? Don't know. Well, yeah, I suppose I don't like to raise my voice too much. I suppose it just feels a bit, I don't know. Right, enter the workshop. So, right, we need some rusted steel and copper, and we need $400. Right. Yeah. Okay, not enough money or materials, so let's make the money first. No, I didn't. Right click. Okay. I suppose what I might as well do is just sell everything that I've got. And that means getting everything from here. Sorry, well, how much do I? Alright, so that's $488, so I've got the money. Right, I need 6 more copper. So, hang on. No, I did that the wrong way around. So, I've got 10 copper. Right, there we go. So what's that do for us? Oh, right, okay. Ah, now this is definitely something that wasn't in the demo. So we can store materials and then start melting stuff down to create alloys. Ooh. We can upgrade the workshop as well. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to stuff everything in there, I suppose. Into the workshop. Furnace. So we can use rusted steel and copper to make unalloyed steel, steel and cast iron to make cast steel. Okay. So we've got a full-on production facility, potentially. Okay, we can't actually climb the ladder. Okay, so let's grab the remainder of our stuff from there and dump that in the workshop as well. So use forge to craft unalloyed steel. So unalloyed steel is rusted steel and copper. Okay, rusted steel and copper. Right, so and how do we make it then? Right, okay, so oh, okay. Oh, right, okay, so we need that to be at 1,000 degrees. So, okay. Well, this is fiddly. But, okay. Right. Okay. So basically people are going to make orders for stuff. Okay, so where's that come out then? Oh, down here. Right, okay. Well, that was all reasonably painless. I could bring the mic down a bit closer as well, actually. How's that? Fortunately, that's now in the way. I can't see the chat. Bah. I never liked it being too much in my face, though, so maybe I'll just have to sort of have a play and sort of work out what the best location for it is, because I don't want it. I've never liked it being in shot, as it were. But okay, if that's better. Right. Now, so get a new order. Right, where do you get orders from? Some bloke. Some bloke. Six unalloyed steel. Okay. And we want 9 cast iron. Oh, okay. Well, I'll accept that order. 6 unalloyed steel. So I now need to go get more copper. You know what? Look at this. Because I'm wondering if I can find enough copper just lying around here. Probably not, actually. Alcohols. See, there we go. And there's more copper. So I've probably got enough copper and rusted steel to make up what I'm missing from the unalloyed steel I've already made. I thought I could probably just bang that in my furnace and get it to without having to go to the ship and actually break more stuff down. So let's try doing that, shall we? So, what? Oh yeah, there's copper. And I've only got 2 rusted steel. Okay. Okay, hang on. So I just need some more rusted steel, and at the same time stick everything else in there. Okay, so I'll just grab my spares out of that. And grab that. And I can toddle off and give that dude his order. That works. If I'm honest, JK, probably the other reason I'm being a bit quiet is because the missus is downstairs and I don't really want to be too loud. Okay, so, ooh, I've gone up a level. Now, hang on. So, we've got $412. Collision detection isn't up to much with other people. So what do I need to upgrade the tool shop? $650, rusted steel, copper, and unalloyed steel. So I think we're going to ignore the initial get a new order thing. Go and oops. And I'm going to finish breaking this thing down. and then we'll work on the orders after that. Okay, so let's just chuck everything in the truck and let's carry on battering things. Oh, how did I miss this when I first started smashing everything? I think for the minute I'm just going to smash stuff and then I'll collect everything after I've smashed everything. See, because they're so small compared to the object that spawned them, it's a bit fiddly. So I reckon it would be a lot better if they just, you know, if you just harvested everything automatically up until obviously you run out of inventory space. I'm sure there'll be an upgrade, given that there's obviously all these locked squares. There'll be obviously the option to increase your inventory space eventually. Okay, so aluminium, and we have got a flashlight. Alcohols. Unlock ability to open master lock. Okay. And of course, you know, there's all this stuff that you also can't break down. Whereas in theory, I suppose, you know, I would have said you should be able to break absolutely everything down, including the, you know, the superstructure. I mean, that's what they do in Bangladesh. Is the whole flipping thing goes, you know. No mess, no fuss, no waste. Oh, right, run out of inventory space again. Okay. Come here. Hey. Silver scrap. Okay, well, let's again do the truck shuffle. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that we can smash at the minute. We've smashed. So I'm going to need to, I think, upgrade the workshop to be able to buy new tools to be able to deal with this thing. In other words, to buy a bigger hammer. So I think we've done all we can here. random bit of cast iron that's lying around. Any of these smashy? Yeah, I suppose the other thing that would be interesting when they go to full release is whether or not, you know, things like the shops and the traders and so on will be active after a certain time of day as well. Whether everything else has the same sort of schedule, as it were. Okay. So there's still all these materials that we can collect from just round and about. Okay, so sod it, let's just sell the lot. Okay, so we've got $830. We can turn off our torch, and what do we need to upgrade the shop? Rusted steel, copper, unalloyed steel. Oh right, unalloyed steel. So we've not got much copper. And then you've got things like fatigue and so on, so if we just keep on going and going and going and going and going and going, you know, do we... Oh right, we've run out of inventory space again. Unless I can find some copper lying around. No, it really is saying we've run out of space. I'm getting lost now. Where the hell am I? Right, hang on. So... Oh, hello. Barrack. Oh, right, yeah, we can have staff. So where the hell will we store all this bloody excess, or have we just got to flog it? I mean, it said something about a warehouse, but I'm guessing it might have been just talking about that big box that we got. Because we've only got one copper. Okay, let's grab the oil and some cast iron. We'll flog some more stuff to the trader. So oil, cast iron, some rusted steel, not all of it. Flog that. Okay. So think about it, we might actually have to order another bloody boat, because if we've... Yeah, I don't think we've got enough materials actually to build what we need to build. So, well. Dismissed ship will disappear at 8. Oh! Oh, what the hell? Fucking things on the floor. That? Oh! So you can only have one ship on the go? Well, that's a bit... pants. So, literally, we're going to have to find some more copper by just hunting it down to be able to make the appropriate materials, appropriate unalloyed steel. So I'm going to keep buying the oil, or picking up the oil, because we can flog it. So I think we're now down into scavenger mode. Ah, there's the copper. So there's loads of stuff just lying around. There's copper. Alright, we've got 2 copper. We're going to need a fair bit more. Can't remember how much unalloyed steel he said he wanted. Because the other interesting thing, I suppose, is that it looks like you have to pay per day to keep the boat that you've got where it is. So once you've ordered the boat, you've actually got to pay per day to keep it around. I mean, the thing with, you know, sort of adding bits in, you know, things like talking to people, you know, the mechanics of, do you get tired, do you have to sleep, if you don't sleep what happens, yada yada yada. You know, you could sort of take it to the nth degree, because you got, you know, can you over encumber yourself, that sort of thing. Right, that's all we got. Rusted steel, we've got rusted steel, we've got 5 copper. So, let's go with that and that. So, right, what do we need again? Right, tool shop upgrade. We've got enough money. Oh, now we need some. Oh, now we need some bare copper. Now, hang on. Can we buy copper off this dude? Market prices. No, he doesn't have any. I don't want to sell any. I want to buy. Right. So we need to keep on hunting for more copper. How much? Oh, fucking hell. It's been a couple of moments. I already forgotten how fucking much copper he wanted. Right. Oh, so we also need 6 rusted steel, 4 copper, 4 copper. And some more copper. Lead. Okay, so we've got 2 copper. We need another 2 copper before we can go back and get the shop upgrade. Ooh, hello. Awesome. That makes 4 copper. And I've probably got enough for us to steal as well. Yay, we can get an upgrade. Toodle, toodle, toodle. So, we'll get on us. I think it was 6 for us to steal, mind. Yeah, we need another rusted steel. There we go. Yeah, come here, mouse. Okay, shop upgrade. There we go. So, as if by magic. Yay, we've got power tools and we've got a bigger hammer. For which I now need another $400. Shit. Got blowtorch, angle grinder. I want my steel hammer, that's what I want. So let's go sell more stuff. Oh, I guess sell a lot. Sell everything. Let's get everything out of the car as well. I mean, yes, in theory, I suppose I'd probably want to keep some of this stuff, but on the other hand, if I don't spend, you've got to spend money to make money, I think is the phrase, isn't it? Right. So now we have the hammer. Fortunately, now we don't have very much money for anything else, so... Now, if I was really quick, I could finish dismantling everything at this ship and then dismiss it before I have to pay another $1 per day to keep it. Tier 2 hammer. Hey! Downside, I suppose, is that we can't keep it long enough to be able to unlock that. Hey ho. Ooh. I forgot about these, I didn't open these. And I didn't do this either. How remiss. I haven't got to the point where I'm breaking lockpicks yet. Okay, I think... Ooh. Ah, we need the hacksaw. Now, from the demo, unlock ability first. Now, hang on. So, I don't know what the ability is that I'm trying to unlock here. So, let's see. So you're not able to get right into the corners there, which is a little bit frustrating. So you're still leaving bits left lying around, you know, because that says it's still worth 2. Come on. It's like you can't select all of it, really. Oof, didn't notice these bits either. See, when you're up against a corner like this, you can't really get all of it, which is, I think, a bit of a poo. But I mean, I'll tell you what I can get. But it's interesting that I hadn't noticed those beams. Now, are there any other beams that we didn't notice? I think so. No, I think we've probably got what we can get out of this one. Ooh. Stray bit of copper lying around. Okay. Oh, and we've unlocked storage slots. Let's go back to that skill tree. Equipment slot. Car slots. Super hit. Oh, Jesus, explosives. Explosives, that's just... Oh, Jesus. Yes, we're going to start demolishing things with explosives. I don't know why, but that just strikes me as being a bad idea. Hey-ho, right. Let's grab as much as we can out of here. Okay, out of curiosity, cast iron and steel. Cast iron and steel, and that has to be done at 1500. Let's make some of that. Let's make some of that shit. Just on the basis that that might be something that someone wants for an order. speaking of which, let's go and get another order, because it's in our tasks. Seven rusted steel, 7 unalloyed steel. Ba-doo. I think we'll go for that because we know how to do it. We've got the furnace now, so we have $385. Let's dismiss that boat and let's order this one. So while we're waiting for that, let's hang on. Right. 7 unalloyed steel, which if I remember was copper and rusted steel, wasn't it? Ooh, yeah, interestingly, very little in the way of copper. Again. Hang on, no, we should have loads, shouldn't we? Yeah, there we go. Copper, rusted steel, there we go. Woohoo! So just get a new order. I wonder how many it's going to be before it sort of says you've finished the prologue. Oh well, whatevs. I kind of like the idea of being able to sort of upgrade the me little house shack thing. So there's our new boat. Right, now this, we're on the clock because this one is $200 per day. So we need to really work on this one. Actually, hang on. Okay, let's stuff it all. We'll get there, we'll see what there is to smash, and if we need more tools, we'll come back. Hello, hang on. Oh, okay. Should be doing is just smashing stuff and then picking stuff up after. fact, actually smashing everything up and then picking everything up is probably a bit more efficient. And certainly if we're trying to make the most out of the time, that was probably not a bad idea. Well, hello. What do we do? Oh, we need a torch for that. Ah, we need a torch for that as well. Right. Oh, the cat's gone. I hadn't thought actually of looking at what the trader buys some of the refined materials at, because I suppose that's also a good idea, isn't it? Take what we've got, use the furnace to make it into something better, so you know, get the plate steel, and if the plate steel worth more, I suppose you'd have to do the maths and say, you know, is this combination of things worth the more than the combined individual materials, resources, whatever. Right, no more space in inventory, so there we go. I also wonder if the full game you're going to be able to have sort of multiple boats stashed up on the beach, whether you can only have one ship at a time that you're working on. I suppose that depends on what the point of these barracks are and how many, you know, can you have a crew working on one boat while you work on another, or two different crews each working on a boat. I mean, the possibilities are not endless, but you've certainly got a lot of options when it comes to how you manage that. So we've got everything from up here. I haven't even been to the bowels of the ship yet. Torch for that. So that looks like the next port call is to buy a torch. There's a lot of stuff like these that we're going to need that for. Just before we go, let's just have a look. Okay. I want to move my controller so it's not vibrating. Stainless steel, silver scrap, nice. Gas tank. What's the worst that could happen? Nice big explosion. Yes, yes, on the trailers for the game does kind of make the point that that's a possibility. You could blow yourself up if you're not careful about how you dismantle these things. Okay, I think we're going to need to go back now. Silver scrap, stone of steel. Let's sell all the good shit. Let's see what that's worth. That takes us up to £1,000. How much for a torch, Mr. Tool Person? Blowtorch, $400. Oh right, fucking hell. Got to buy fuel for the pissing thing. Okay. Right. That's going to be fun. Okay, we've got enough to make it up to 1,000. Maybe. Just over 1,000. Although we're still going to need 200 free for... Again, let's just sell everything for the moment. Let's just make up the bunny and get us our angle grinder. There we go, $2,000. There we go, angle grinder. Should be fun. Well, yes, I think that's kind of the point, is that when you've got things like gas tanks, gas pipes and things like that, the trailers just sort of allude to, oh dear, I just blew myself up because I blowtorched my way through a gas pipe and there's still gas in it. You know, it comes back to, you know, this is an absolutely insanely dangerous job. Oh, bloody hell. That's fiddly. That's really, really fiddly. And all this is using fuel. And my hand's shaky. What an absolute bitch. And that one's got 4. Sod off out the way. Chair. So yeah, at this point, we're now needing to smash these things up to get them out of the pissing way, so that I can get in with the flipping torch. Actually, if I was using my controller, it'd probably be a bit easier to... Oh, it's just cast iron. I'm not sure it's worth the use of the torch to actually break this stuff down, is it? this is very fiddly. And I'm not sure is it worth the effort? It just feels like it might be, you know, a little bit too much effort for not much gain. I suppose it's how completist are you being? Are you trying to just get every bit of resource out of the ship? Well, that's not very helpful. Spanging off into the distance. See, these pipes. Oh well, that was actually reasonably painless. Okay, that wasn't so bad. And it looks like it's way better at doing these beams. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, there's nothing in it. Oh, that's... Oh, there is. A whoopee-doo, cast hollow. Oh, well, that didn't blow us up. Right, still stuff to get from here, but I haven't completely explored all the ship yet. It's down here into the bowels. Okay, we're out of inventory space at this point. Water tank. Okay, I mean, it's not as exciting down here as I thought it might be. And I haven't tried to get up the top either. So, let's... deposit everything in the truck. That's full. So let's how long have I been going? Oh, been about an hour and 18 minutes streaming so far. Let's go and get another order. Unalloyed steel. Well, it's definitely worth more. So we need 10 copper and 10 rusted steel. Pff. Fucking bobbins. No, that's aluminium. On that. 10 copper. Rusted steel. Rusted steel. Here we go. So off to our melty thingy. Ooh, hello. Brass and kerosene. Oil and oil. Ooh, cool. And that's 1,000. So yeah, let's make sure that's set right. I mean, you could argue that it's a bit quick on the whole production front as well. I mean, first of all, what I should have been doing is just filling that up as well, rather than just doing it in 2 lots. But it'd be better if it was like going for a while, like, you know, in 7 days to die or something like that. So you've got the time, or you've got the time management to go and do something else, and then come back to it. Here we go. Woohoo! Hasn't said anything about time limits on these orders. Oh, he wants more than one thing now. 5 unalloyed steel and 8 rusted steel. Let's cancel this for now. Because I want to do some inventory management, I think. And in fact, let's... So, badoo-badoo. Loot. The mop. Can we buy the mop yet? Don't remember seeing a mop. We haven't got a mop to sell. Although we have got the option of upgrading again. But again, he wants various materials to upgrade, so nah. Okay, what we got? Ooh, nice tidy profit off that. Which is good because we're going to be spending 200 quid on flipping keeping the ship. I wonder what the penalties are for running pedestrians over with the car. Damn it, I should have bought more fuel for the fucking torch. See my little fuel gauge at the bottom right going down and down and down. And you're just getting cast iron out of these, which is a bit tedious. Let's see if we can just get this one bit. I have a feeling we're going to run out. Yeah, we've run out. Okay, right. What if it's worth trying to make some kerosene then? Okay, let's scout the angle grinder. Now you see with the angle grinder we've got sharpness of the saw and that degrades. So probably going to have to keep an eye on that as well. Okay, so we've done that. Well, definitely good for copper, these beams, which is good if we want to make any of this unalloyed steel. Could do this with the hacksaw, but it's going to be a lot slower. Look at all the copper. As long as we have enough rusted steel lying around. Okay, I think that's a lot from in here. Smashy, smashy, smashy. Right, we're full. But we've got to go back and sort out some more fuel for the torch anyway, so tempted to go back and refit So we want to rehash our blade. Okay. A hacksaw. Oh, that was the hacksaw. Rats. Okay, let's angle grinder. Doobie-doobie-doo. Lockpick. We can buy a couple of spare lockpicks. Okay. Oh. Right. Blowtorch. Okay. So I think we've. Yeah. We're up to scratch. Now. 6 rusted steel, 4 copper, 3 unalloyed steel. So, what does he want after that? 6 rusted steel, 4 copper. 6 rusted steel, 4 copper. Well, that should be all he needs, apart from the cost of upgrading. So let's see if we can upgrade the shop again. Oh. That was just the stats of tier 1. And he can't upgrade anymore. So, bleh. Poo. Okay. Let's grab a new order and then figure out what to do next. There we go. Already have everything there. No, I didn't want to do that. I've done that the wrong way around. Okay, I wanted to get that. Right, so I've got 4 and 4. So if I put that in here and put that in and then that in there at 500 degrees. What's kerosene worth? Meh. That could have been a bit more interesting, but hey ho. What else we got? So that's kerosene. We've done cast steel, we've done unalloyed steel. What's this? Brass, aluminium, and copper. Well, no one's asked for any yet, so. Okay. We've refueled the torch, so we can can go back and finish off dismantling all those little fiddly bits. And then I think we might be done with this ship, to be honest. Oh, I haven't been up to the top. Let's go and do the what do you call it? Bridge. Already done it here. Now I've got these fiddly bits, let's do those last. Maybe because if there's anything interesting in here. Okay, that's cool. Okay, oh hello. Oh, that's because it's one of those. Ah, that's cunning. It's hidden. Was actually a challenge. Chromium, lead, oh fucking hell. They got some interesting materials here. I might get us a pretty penny if we can get them all back. Now, let's close that out. Let's look at these because torch fuel, car slot, equipment slot, torch fuel, car slot, sprint speed. Oh yeah, okay. That's car slot, equipment slot, car slot. So this is quite handy. Right. Yay! See, we've unlocked all sorts of extra space now. So you're listening to the waves. It's quite chill, this. Anti-grav crate. I will get everything out of this flipping ship I can. Can't dismantle that. Right, I think that's... Oh, another floating crate. We haven't got everything out of that chest yet, so let's go do that. Right, this is definitely the where we need the bloody torch all the time, isn't it? Swear to God, I'm going to get everything out of this ship that I possibly can. Getting stuck behind things. Right, that's everything out here. Can't get up there, I don't think. No. Oh shit, forgot about all these. Oh bloody hell! Yeah, we're running out, really running out of space now. And it doesn't look as if you're going to get to the point where you have to start refining things to sell them, because you literally don't have enough inventory space to keep everything you've been salvaging. You literally can't keep hold of everything. You can't hoard it. Right, so that's... Okay, we've done everything in here. Yeah, everything in here is done. Oh shit. Everything's done here. Okay, oh. Ugh. Already starting to run out of fuel again. If only my hands weren't so khaki and shaky. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where it got to last time. So I'll almost finish that one anyway. So that's everything from this bit. Yeah, okay, so I can't get up there. So, last but not least, it's everything in here. Okay, again, you can't actually get anything out of water tanks. Get everything we can, get everything we can. Oh, you can come in. Come on. Oh, no more space in inventory. So, yeah, we haven't finished in here, but we've got, I think, to the point where I need to toddle off back to the... village. So, let's do that. You're still with me, JK? I suppose what we ought to do is go back, find another order, and then fill that. Oh, where the hell I'm going here? The wrong way. Okay, so, where's this new order? Over there. Ah! No worries. Okay, 10 cast iron and 4 cast steel. We can do that. Because we've got cast steel. Oh, we've got cast iron. So, let's get some cast steel, because I think I stuck it in here, didn't I? And then cast iron, yeah, we've got all that. So, I can just run straight back and fulfill that order straight away. There we go. Another order done. Another level as well. Okay, what's this guy got? 9 oil, 6 cast iron. ore, 7 steel and 6 unalloyed steel. Let's do that one because that gets some oil out of the way. 9 oil, 6 cast iron. Actually, we've got anything on us at the minute. Not quite enough oil. That's the wrong way around. No, that's alcohol's done. Oh, hang on. Right, oil. I think that might be enough actually. 6 cast iron, yeah, probably. Okay. I wonder how many of these orders we have to fill for the game to say, yeah, you finished the prologue. Or whether it's level based. Ooh, brass, allied steel, 7 cast steel, 8 steel. Ooh, I think we can do that. 8 steel, 7 cast steel, right. So we've got lots of steel. I say we've got lots, we actually had just exactly 8 steel. So, hang on, 7 cast steel, 8 steel. So we've got 8 steel and 1 cast steel. So, remind me, what the hell do I do to make cast steel? Cast steel, cast steel, cast steel. That's steel and cast iron. Oh, shoot. Oh, bum. I haven't got enough steel, actually. Shit. I don't think I can make steel yet. Okay, hang on. Right, I got aluminium. What we got in here? It's got some steel. Okay, so 7 cast steel. Let's try and do that then. No. Left shift and left shift. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's 7 steel, and then solid. There we go. And that needs to be 1500. I made too much because I've already got some cast steel. Fudge. Yeah. So I ended up making 8 cast steel. Right. So, I need some more steel. I need 4 more steel. Let's see, hang on. forgotten. Let's go and top up our fuel supply for the torch. There we go. Anything we do with the skill tree at the minute? Oh, we've got 10 points. Oh, actually, yeah, because I've just increased my torch max fuel supply. Let's just top that up. See if we can scratch together a few more steel out the bottom of this ship and fulfill that order. We've got everything out of those we can. Okay. Could maybe changing the mouse sensitivity down when you're trying to do something fiddly like this. Okay. Oh no, there's a battery. Okay, I think that is absolutely everything extracted from this ship that it's possible to rip to bits. So, dismiss that one. Let's book this one in. That's a big one. It's also more expensive. So I think this will be taking us towards the end of the game, really. I just heard a burble. What did I do on my phone when I came in here? That's a good point. I don't know what I've done on my phone. Bugger all. So, it's now tempting just to shout JK every so often, just to stop him sleeping. It's not even 9. What are you doing lying in bed anyway? Hey, look at that, mother. If I ain't got no steel in it, I'll eat my hat. If I was wearing a hat. What have we got at the minute? Oh, let's sell that. Sell that. And that. Oh, no, because we want that. We might be able to make some brass. Let's flog some stuff. So let's sell the titanium, let's sell the chromium, the silver, and the petroleum. Don't want to sell the steel because we need that. Rusted steel, rusted steel, rusted steel, cast iron, alcohol. Yeah, that'll to do. That'll keep us busy for a while. I have a feeling at some point it might get to the point where we're not stripping the ships for everything. We're actually targeting it for specific things. I wonder if that's sort of how the game could end up going. Yeah, this one is a bit large. As the actress said to the bishop. So rusted steel. That's got some of our steel we need. Ah, there we go, steel post. So I think that means we've got 8 steel, which means if we go back and get the cast steel we already made, we'll be in business. But while we're here, let's go and be a bit cheeky. Let's actually start off by looking for fancy stuff. So indoor. Here you can just go through walls. Because it's these boxes where you get the sometimes you get the more interesting stuff. move that so it stops rattling. Bugger. Well, we got some interesting bits out of that. This wasn't particularly exciting. Oh, shit. Ooh, okay, that's more tricky. Yes, that is kind of tempting us into using the blowtorch where there's a bloody great gas canister. That could end very badly. I'm guessing this isn't going to be worth it either. Oh shit. No. It's interesting how these cardboard boxes crumble. This is all a bit meh. But we haven't explored it all yet. Because, like, you know that you've got limited storage space. So at some point, you know, do you start prioritising things and saying, well, let's just look for all the lockable, all the, you know, locked boxes which have got the interesting stuff in, and do those first, and then come back to do all the sort of boring stuff. Can't see what is in the fucking box. Oh, one alcohol, great. One's a little bit meh. but you know, there could be more interesting stuff. Let's just keep hunting. So, I mean, there is stuff to collect. Oh, hello. Yeah. Little git, you've managed to vibrate yourself. Chemicals. That was nice and vague. Ooh, and there's more hiding. Cast iron, whoopee. Git. I mean, I would have thought with the chromium you should be able to make steel of your own. Alright, no more space in inventory, so yeah, and now I'm actually getting lost in this flipping upstairs bit. An entire floor I didn't know about. God, this place is going to take absolutely ages to clear out. Because yeah, if we went and did absolutely everything on this one, we are going to be here a while. So all these blocked doors, you ought to be able to just smash them. Ooh. Oh, fudge. How do I get out? There we go. Yeah, we're going to be here days. Now, here's where you actually get to use the ladder, because if you don't, you're just going to be throwing yourself off the top of this flipping ship. Jesus. Right. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I think we're getting towards the limits of what's doable, I think, probably in this prologue. So what I want is that... where the hell is that cast steel? What do I do with it? Right, there we go. So, was it 7 cast steel? And then a bunch of steely steel. Yeah, I think I've got everything. My question remains, though, at what point does the prologue, quotes, decide we've done enough? Cast steel, 8 steel, or 10 unalloyed steel for brass. For brass. Actually, yeah, let's try doing the brass, because we haven't made any brass yet. So we want 10 rusted steel, 10 copper. We're going to need some... Alright, let's do the brass first, so... Brass. So we want 4 aluminium, 4 copper. Might as well make it extra while we're about it. Is at 500. And then we want 10 unalloyed steel, which is 10 copper and 10 rusted steel. Copper, rusted steel, that's at 1,000. Okie dokie, dude. We go. Because we've got that much stuff at the minute, let's just try and fill loads of orders before we start back on the ship. Although we're still paying for the ship, so swings and roundabouts. 8 brass, 5 aluminium, or cast iron and unalloyed steel. Well, that's going to be easier, I think, to put together. 4 unalloyed steel. Let's go and flog some of the nice stuff. So, chemicals, chromium, stainless steel, lead, silver. Yeah, there we go. Nice little nest egg there. So, that's 1,000, which I think is already set to. I've just made way too much. I only needed 4. But I guess if any of the other orders want this stuff, then we're going to need it for them anyway. And then we want 8 cast iron. Cast iron, that's 2 cast iron there. Sure, we've got some cast iron in here. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of cast iron. It's just running back and forth, getting orders now. Be easier if you could get them on your computer. I mean, I wonder whether that's something that they'll move towards once you start getting more complicated. 5 oil, 8 cast steel, or 8 aluminium, 8 steel. Let's try and make that one. If nothing else, I mean, I can always like go to the ship and make some and get some more. We're short on steel. Not much actually, we're only 2 off. Can't do anything with lead yet. Noticed. Or alcohol. So we might as well get rid of that. So I'm just going to try and make sure as much of that gets stacked as possible. And I'll put everything else into the cart, and then let's go back. Oh, hello. Let's top up things while we can. Whew. Top up our... I think we've really used them, have we? Don't need any lockpicks either. So let's equip that. Let's look at a skill tree at the moment. 11 points. We've got we can probably like buy almost everything that's left. There we go. So we've got all of the lucky loot stuff, and the only thing we haven't bought is all the damage buffs and the speed buffs. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. Can up our lockpicks, but oh shit! We're 1 point off. I needed that for that other boat, but of course that other boat isn't with us anymore anyway. So, yeah. A little bit more. As I keep saying, I don't know at what point the prologue ends. What's the trigger for it? I know that on the Discord channel they said an hour and a half play, and we've been going for 2.5 hours now. So we've definitely got beyond that. Let's see. Well, I think we've probably got enough now. Oh, hang on. No, we haven't. We've only got one. Oh, I'm only carrying 1 aluminium. It might be because I've stored all the rest back at the other end. So, meh. Do finding more aluminium. There we go. Right, I just died. Okay, I think the point there was that the pipe was glowing red. I think what that means is don't cut through that fucking pipe. Now, how do we make it safe that you can cut through it then? And that's annoying that it didn't bring the car back. I'm curious as to what's left in that location now. A fucking great smoking hole. Oh no, there is actually the some materials. It's taken out the entire line of pipe, I think. Oh no, not quite. But a fair watch. Yes, well, given that it just says you went to sleep, or you passed out, that was it, you passed out. So it takes you back to bed, but it doesn't bring the car there, so you have to walk all the way back to your, to the ship, which is not exactly helpful. Although, that said, I mean, it's, the whole map isn't that big. But there we go, there's a safety valve. So I reckon if we go back to look at one of those bits of pipe, and we select the angle grinder again, it's now showing green. So, note to self, if you're going to do pipes, look around for a safety valve. Yes, I mean, I'm not sure if there was actually any downside to it, other than don't do that again, you twit. But now I know why it was. I mean, there was a bit in my brain that said, that is glowing red. Maybe you shouldn't do that. But the other bit of my brain said, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, there is something in there about being able to buy explosives. So, I mean, certainly at some point in this game, it's possible to blow yourself up without having to cut open flammable items. Okay, so I'm going to fill the truck. But before I go back to the village, I'm going to try and get everything else. Because I'm thinking if I sort of take this to the logical end point at this juncture, if it doesn't complete the prologue, it might be a good place to just sort of call it a night. Okay, there we go. There's the safety valve. So if I go back to my angle grinder... No, it's going green, so we're safe. I mean, I wonder if it's possible to go to these pipes and not know whether it's safe or not. And for the game to just say, well, you've no idea, you're just going to have to take a punt on this one and see whether you explode or not. See, there's still bits left, but how do you... And that bit fell off and didn't create anything, so I think there's still a bit of an issue, I think, with where you sort of click the mouse to cut. I mean, the next one you can buy after the angle grinder is a circular saw. Bloody hell, we're getting a lot of petrol out of this bit. I have a feeling that we're going to end up running out of inventory space pretty soon. Well, actually, it's saying only 7... Is it 7 out of 17 left or 7 out of 17 occupied? Right, it's 8 out of 17 occupied, so these pipes definitely seem to be quite lucrative. In that you get aluminium, copper and petroleum out of them, and aluminium and petroleum are, I think, because they're blue highlighted, I think they're worth a bit more than your bog standard cast iron and rusted steel. Taking a bit longer each time because the sharpness of our saw for now appears to be dropping. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to actually make many more cuts before the fact. Be surprised if it's going to let us make this last cut. Yeah, I'd say we're done. But that's fine. We can simply smash things with hammers. See, this ship is just huge, so it's not as if we're going to be running out of anything to smash now. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, we've run out of inventory space, so... Right, we've still got a little bit more space that we can fill. Now we've chucked everything into the car. So I'm just going to... Let's look for some more, because steel's good. Right, there we go. So I'm full. The truck's full. So 8 aluminium, 8 steel. Yeah, I've got that on. I've just got that on me. I was carrying that. Okay. Steel and brass. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay. So for the brass, we need aluminium and copper. Have I got enough on me? Yeah, I've got enough on me. So brass, aluminium, copper. That's at 500. Hey, what? 8 steel, 7 brass. Oh, dang. I'm 1 steel short. Unalloyed steel and cast steel. So cast steel is cast iron and steel. So hang on, I need 3 of those. So I want 3. And then I want okay, so that gives me my cast steel, and that's got to be at 1500. And then 10 unalloyed steel, of which I have 6, so I need 4. I need a... Oh, yeah, there we go, and that's 1,000. I don't know. I think I'm going to be stuck here, so let's cancel that. It does say you don't have to take the orders because new orders come around every day. Okay, let's sell all this petroleum, the lead and the alcohol. Actually do anything with those yet. Let's have a look at the skill tree as well. Can't do anything in the management bit because that's not implemented in the prologue. The only thing we can do is just implement all the buffs we can find on the skill tree for the tools. So let's do that. So what to do, because I think we've done, again, like I say, I think without knowing at what point the prologue finishes, we've got hello. Well, we can buy some more lockpicks, whoopie do. We're already topped up for our torch. We can't upgrade the shop because we've already tried that. We're at the tier that we can upgrade to now. There's nothing we can do with the trader. We've bought the furnace. I mean, we've got the recipes. I dare say I'm not sure I can see anything which lets us upgrade this. Workshop upgrade. Oh, hello. 10 rusted steel, 6 copper. Well, hang on, this says it's... I don't... Yeah, I think this is... We've already got it, so we can't upgrade this either. The backs aren't implemented in the prologue either. I can dismiss that boat, but it's like I'm not sure what the point would be. At this point, I think we're just getting orders for the sake of getting orders now. So, I mean, it's come up to 10 anyway. So I think that really probably where I want to get to. So I think I'm going to call it a day there, to be frank. Because I don't think there's anything else I want to do. I think we've sort of established all that you can do. I haven't made all of the materials. Hang on, yes I have. I've made brass, I've made hard steel, I've made cast steel, and I've made some kerosene. So I've made everything you can make. I've bought everything you can buy. I mean, literally, I think the only thing that's left is the upgrades. I only got 4 points I'd need to spend there, and maybe another 3 points, and maybe undo the master locks. That's the only thing I haven't got. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to call it there. So, thank you for watching, if you've been watching. Thank you for watching, JK. Tutorial. Me? No, I think we've done all those anyway. Options. No, nothing to do there either. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's just save it and exit. So that was, yeah, the prologue of Ship Graveyard Simulator. Yeah, okay, an interesting idea. I kind of like the idea. It's, I tell you, if you can check it out, go onto YouTube and look out for videos and documentaries on shipbreaking. Because literally, I mean, the environment that you've got here isn't unlike it, but I'd say probably reality is a lot more grim. And you're not just bashing out little components of ships, you're sort of cutting them into huge bloody great sections so the whole thing can get recycled. I mean, this game is only scraping the surface of what, you know, shipbreaking really is. But I like the idea. I like the fact that someone's attempting to do it. And once the full game's released, I'm kind of interested to see what the long-term management is, because clearly there's this idea of a barracks. So instead of just doing everything yourself, you've got crews that you will send out, I'm assuming, that will sort of start swarming all over the ship that you've booked and breaking it down. But then you've got to pay them, and clearly there's going to be a sort of economics model that's going to be in place, and it could be interesting to see how that goes. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. I don't know how much it's going to be on release. I don't know how far away it is for release as well. I think, you know, things like the prologue, I think the devs are expecting to get some feedback, so I might sort of go onto their Discord and maybe have a little bit of a natter. I mean, I don't think the UI is quite as cool as they made it out to be in their original sort of teaser. I think that was a little bit more slick, and I don't think the UI really has measured up to what it could have been. But that said, you've still got the general gist of things. The graphics are also a little bit basic. I mean, when you go into the environment, it's a little bit basic, but I suppose that depends on what they're trying to achieve with the game. So yeah, I mean, swings and roundabouts. But otherwise, that was Ship Graveyard Simulator Prologue by Games Incubator. This is on Steam at the moment, and the Prologue is free, so you can just download that and have a bash. So yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching. If you've been watching on Facebook, give me a like. If you're watching on YouTube, give me a subscribe. If you're on Twitch, give us a follow, or whatever the equivalent is these days. And otherwise, I will catch you in another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.